She completed her certificate course in Executive and Performance Leadership from Cornell University, New York. The great mentors warmly welcome Ms. Kirti Sharma, Principal, Jesus Sacred Heart School, Ludhiana. Ms. Kirti is having 17 years' experience as a passionate teacher. She is a resource person to train teachers for modern education. She was panelist and speaker in many shows. Ms. Kirti is expertise in training teachers and school leaders to face challenges in upgrading education. Spiritual leadership is the one and the only mode to create happy workplaces and happy homes. She talks about the methods and ways to use inner soul power to guide outer world. She has been awarded and recognized. Exemplary Edu Leader by Global School Leaders Consortium. Most Innovative Principal by Lions Club. Top Super 100 Principal by Wednesday Times. Superwoman 2020 by Forever Asia Awards. Most Active Principal by various national and international Olympiads.
Hello friends. She completed her certificate course in Executive and Performance Leadership from Cornell University, New York. She is a resource person to train teachers for modern education. She has expertise in training teachers and school leaders to face challenges in upgrading education. Spiritual leadership is the one that the only mode to create happy workplaces and happy homes. She talks about the methods and ways to use inner soul power to guide outer world. On behalf of the great mentors, Ms. Sushil Sinha warmly welcomes Ms. Kirti Sharma ma'am on the Great Mentors platform for today's talk show session. Thanks, ma'am, for giving your valuable time and being with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sushilji. Thank you so much. I'm really privileged to be here on this platform, and I hope that I'll be able to contribute to the learning of certain people. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. First, we would like to go with your professional journey. How was that, and how it's going on? What kind of challenges you faced? Right? What kind of educational revolution you have done, and all? Please share that.
All right. As every young person, young child and young student see dreams, there were certain my dreams as well. And I really started with corporate sector, first of all. Then slowly and slowly, I started feeling that I am out of place in corporate sector. And because I started feeling that people are to be trained enough to behave with each other and to, to have some meaningful life. So I felt myself that I am not good fit in corporate sector. So after enjoying certain places in corporate sector, then I started shifting towards the educational side. And once I stepped in educational world as a teacher, of course, first of all, I felt that I am so well connected to the children. So I had been one of the favorite teachers of children. Maybe the children were young, or maybe the children were, +1, +2 grade children. I felt that I was one of the favorite teacher of the children. That showed me that yes, this was the right place for me. So I slowly and slowly started my career as a teacher of economics for +1, +2 grades. And then I was too much enthusiastic, leading certain creative clubs or some creative stage performances. So that showed to me that I am good in creations as well. So all these findings about myself led to me on the path of this educational world. Slowly and slowly, I got upgraded, right, as a coordinator, and then as a vice principal, and then the principal. From past 11 years, I'm working as a principal. You asked me about the challenges. Yes, there are numerous challenges. I think to mold a young child to become a good citizen and to become a good human being is in itself a big good challenge. And salute to all the teachers, salute to all the educationists who deal with these challenges, because every day you get up, every day you go into the classroom or go to your workplace, there is a new challenge which is facing you. And every new challenge demands a new solution, a different solution. So all those people who are good at giving creative solutions which are beneficial for everybody and are adapt to facing the challenges which every young generation is bringing into this world, I think that Educationist is a successful one. So after facing all those challenges and then having a systematic academic excellence track, having a systematic creative work track. I think I have been able to contribute something to the children's lives, and I will continue doing it.
Great, ma'am. It was really a great journey. Sometimes we do not know what exactly our characteristics are. Sometimes time pulls it out, and suddenly we recognize that, okay, this is also my talent. That happens.
That happened with me exactly, because I saw another dream, but I am living another dream.
Right.
And I am pushing myself on this dream and dreaming bigger and bigger every day for everyone who is associated with me. So that has actually happened with me, in fact.
Great, ma'am. You much focus to this spirituality, right? How this spirituality is related with learning?
In this journey of education, I really felt that it is very important for a teacher, first of all, and for the parents to be spiritually awakened, and then pushing the children also on to the same path. What do we mean by spiritualism? Actually, spiritualism means to understand oneself, right? To understand actually in depth that what do we want, and what are our goals, what are our targets, why we are here on this particular earth, and to interpret any kind of active or passive experience in a right way. Fine. Same goes with the learning as well. If we talk about learning, what is learning? Learning is interpretation of our experiences, whatever experiences we gain, maybe actively or passively. In the right interpretation of those experiences is a learning, and then gaining of knowledge is the learning. Same is the spiritualism. So therefore, I connect spiritualism with learning. That until and unless we don't push ourselves to understand our own goals and targets, we will not be able to learn. Why does a child learn? A child learns whenever he feels like this particular thing is useful to me, right? Now, to understand the uses of this knowledge and to understand how to apply this knowledge, I think it's very important for a child and for a teacher to be empowered within, right? And according to me, this should be a regular practice in the schools, so that we can bring up that kind of a generation who are empowered within and who knows exactly what should be done in the society and what is useful for them. So therefore, I connect learning with spiritualism, and I do practice it also in our schools, so that everybody has a deep knowledge of good values, good powers, right? And how can they empower themselves? So we do follow in our school such kind of systems as well, and I feel like that we all achieve a next level of achievements. It's not only materialistic achievement which is important, happiness is also very important. So that happiness comes with spiritualism when we link learning with the spiritualism. So therefore, I really associate the spiritualism with learning a lot.
These two are interlinked.
Yeah, that's why actually they are interlinked.
Great. How to inculcate leadership quality in our young generation?
In fact, when we talk about leadership, it just indicates that what we do believe in, to pursue that, and to influence others to pursue that. Fine. So this is exactly what is leadership. I mean, maybe if I talk about myself as a leader, I need to first of all believe in that what is right and what is correct and what is good for the society and humanity, and then influencing others to follow that. So leadership is such a quality which every human being should possess it. Maybe it is a housewife at home, maybe it is a person who is heading the family, a male person who is heading the family, maybe it's a class in charge who is heading the class, maybe it is a monitor who is heading the class, or maybe it is a principal who is heading the institute, or any other leader who is heading any kind of organization. So these leadership qualities are to be inculcated in our children right from the starting. Now, how can we do that? It is just by assigning them certain tasks, right? By making them thinking out of the box, and then allowing them to influence others to follow. Fine. Unless a person does not know how to make people work on a righteous path, that person cannot be called a leader. This is what is happening in our society, that we are blindly following everyone, but whosoever is the right, whatever is the right thing, we are not following that right thing, because that right person and that right thing is not able to influence others to follow. So I feel like that this quality is lacking in our generation, that we keep on blindly following others, which leads to a wrong path. But the right people, honest people, and the righteous track, they don't find people to walk on their own their path. So leadership qualities are to be inculcated in the young generation if we need a nation who is a progressive, which is a progressive one, and if we need the citizen who want to remain happy in a particular nation. So leadership qualities are really important. So this is how I think we can empower our young generation, by teaching them leadership qualities, and that too, again, spiritually. I really do believe in spiritual leadership as well.
Of course, it is very much required, but because everywhere, whether they are going for taking a job or by choosing in any of the profession, these are the best thing they can acquire at the early stage. And of
Yeah.
course, you are focusing more on these topics. So of course, in your school, we hope more and more leaders should be there in coming future. Thanks for that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
How to teach, ma'am, how to teach children to work as a team and its performance?
To work as a team, first of all, we need to teach our children values in sharing. We normally forget how to teach our children the shared responsibility. We normally forget that, because why is this happening? Because now people, they have nuclear families. Fine, people are not living in joint families, and then there are lesser siblings at home. There are lesser people at home, and then we people have become so conscious about that where should our child go and where should our child not go, and we are having lesser playgrounds where the children play together. Therefore, it should become a separate agenda of every school to teach our children all these kind of values and responsibilities, because now normally in their childhood they are not getting it because of our disrupted social systems. Fine. So therefore, to inculcate such kind of responsibilities, and we need to have a structured program. First of all, there has to be a good pedagogical leader in the schools who can work on a structured program, keeping in view all these values and responsibilities into focus. All kind of co-curricular activities, all kind of project works, they should not be done in the namesake only. It's my appeal to all the educators who work on this project based learning, who work on these group tasks and all that, that these values and shared responsibilities should be taken care of, and it should not be done in the namesake. It should be done in the spirit, so that we inculcate certain values. Children are very quick to adapt. It's only we who make them rigid. They are very creative in nature. They are very creative in nature. It is we who snub their creativity by imposing our rules and regulations just to maintain the discipline of the classrooms or to maintain the discipline of the schools. We are so overwhelmed with our own rules and regulations that we don't allow our children to have a free flow of things, and this free flow of their group tasks will of course lead to something beautiful. Just imagine how these children, they manage teachers day in the school. They're so ever enthusiastic to manage teachers day, to manage their own children's day, to manage their own farewells. This is an example that these children, they have innate ability to manage themselves. We disrupt in by interfering, right? Because we are so conscious that our children should not get hurted emotionally or should not get hurted physically, or should have a good exposure. So we are so much occupied with our own thoughts that we do not allow them to do the things freely. So first of all, allow them to do the things freely. I think that is the biggest thing. Maybe whatever activity it is, if we will allow them to do the things freely, they will of course learn the value of leadership, they will learn the values, they will learn the shared responsibility, and eventually they will come out as good citizens of this country. So have freedom, have faith in them and give them freedom. This is the only motto which I also follow in my own school.
Great, ma'am. The problem is even the parents, they have created certain wall. They have created certain boundaries. They have created constraint with their children. Right. They are over-conscious, and that result sometimes is not good.
Right. Actually, schools have started working to have some pleasing populism policies, right? We are not here to please certain people, right? We educationists are here to ascertain that the needs of societies are fulfilled, the needs of a younger generation are fulfilled, and it is our sole responsibility to hand over to this nation a particular generation who can take good decisions, who can select good leaders, and then who can lead their own lives in a better way. So this is our responsibility, rather than just indulging in populism policies just to please people and to attract people towards your school. I don't think that will not serve our real purpose. Our real purpose is to give this society good citizens, good human beings. I think this is our sole purpose, and we should keep this sole purpose in our mind before following anything in our schools.
Yes, ma'am, you very rightly said. The problem is, I think, from the both sides. Many of the time, parents they are also very choosy in their nature, and due to their over consciousness, they have restricted the schools, and the schools are trying to please them. So I think the problem is from the parent sides equally.
In fact, there has to be mutual trust. There has to be mutual trust. And again, I am squaring back into this. Even teachers are also not of that high quality these days, right? We used to have gurus who used to be spiritually enlightened people, right? They never used to do anything wrong. Fine. They used to have their own theories and their own policies to keep the people on the right track. So we used to have those kind of gurus. So slowly and slowly, that innate qualities of our personalities have also deteriorated somewhere, and therefore there is mistrust between a parent and the school. And because of this mistrust, who is the sufferer? It is the child who is a sufferer, and it is again our generations who is who is the sufferer. I normally in every talk I tell that why we blame our future generations, why we blame our present generations not to be good people, right? It is we, first of all. Fine. Right. We have to have values in us, and then only our children will have values in themselves. So it is we who are to be blamed. Fine. Before we blame anyone else, it is we adults who are to be blamed.
Right, ma'am. Very true. You manage so many things. I've already seen your profile. You involved in so many things at the same time. How do you manage?
In fact, passion is the first of all. If you are passionate about certain thing, it gets managed. Fine. If you are passionate, like for example, if you're passionate to see cricket, they can whatever work burden you have, you will be able to watch cricket. Right. Fine. So it is always the passion which is the driving force. Then what I feel is I feel myself responsible, because I feel that I am a creation of God who has been sent on this earth for some specific purpose. Fine. I have realized my purpose. And my purpose is to create peacemakers and to create healers. Fine. All those people who are suffering in pain, all those people who really need certain help for their inner soul empowerment, so that they can solve their problems in the outside world. I am passionate to help them. So because I feel myself that God has sent me on this earth with some specific purpose. I have realized that specific. Only the factor is that many people, they don't realize that what is their specific purpose. अपने लिए कमाना और अपने कमा के अपने पे लगाना तो is very easy job. which many of us do. We need to check ourselves that what we are doing for that word which our beautiful God has created for us, what we are doing for him. Fine. And this is what I feel, and therefore I keep myself going. So wherever I am needed, I am there to help them out.
Very motivational, ma'am. Such type of involvement is really very much required. It gives energy and enthusiasm, of course, and motivation equally. Enthusiasm is personal, but yes, motivation from outside world, sometimes it works. So really, your story, final story is really motivational for others, and it may help them out. Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving us your valuable time, being with us, and giving your so much good insights.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I am really privileged. I am really thankful to the people like you who put up educators on the platform. We get a voice, right? We get some platform so that our messages can reach to hundreds and thousands of people, so that this gap between a common man and the education, a common man, a common parent and the school, that gap should be fulfilled. Okay, then only we can lead this nation towards a progressive path. Have trust in each other, love each other, be compassionate, and I think God will be always there to help us out. So thank
Great.
you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And the great mentors will try its best, but by whatever means it's possible to reach out all the educationists voice to the mass, to each and every parent, to each and every children, so that they can aware about all these things. The problem is most of the parents and the students, they are not aware about all the educational upgradations. So we are and we will be trying our best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank a lot.
Thank you. Thank you, Ji.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye.